Hello everyone, this video is a few signs of narcissistic people. Narcissistic people are hard to spot, so here's a few more signs of people with narcissistic personality disorder. It is on a spectrum, so these are just the more common traits. Someone can have a big ego, but it doesn't make them a narcissist, so they need to have a lot of the traits to actually be. Well, they need to have all the traits to be a narcissist, but here's just a few more ways to spot them. They like their egos being stroked and believe that they are superior to all those around them. They like to believe all others look up to them, so look out for those who have an intense perception on their image. Even the big victim narcissist may portray themselves very differently around different people. They will lie about everything, yet some of them have stories about things that just seem ridiculous to others. A lot will exaggerate actual events. Some will claim to know famous people that they don't actually know. When they are lying, if you pay close attention, they may not blink. They may also change the tone in their voice. Now, some people don't blink, so if they haven't got the other, well, everyone blinks, but some people don't blink very often. So if they haven't got all the other signs, then just pay close attention to everything. Your observation is a must. There is a video on here about observe, don't absorb, to protect yourself from people with narcissistic personality disorder. A lot of people will bend the truth, and the more the lies get out of hand, the more uncomfortable they will look, feel and act, as it's just not natural to them. Narcissistic people tend to get more confidence and more convincing when they lie. This could be because they actually believe the false reality within themselves. So a calm demeanour doesn't mean that someone is telling you the truth. They will have an explanation for everything with their word salad, so they do trick your brains with great ease. You really need to pay close attention to your gut instincts. If something feels off, even if you don't know it, trust your instinct. When they get caught out with a lie, they will not back down. They can be sat drinking your last can of pop in front of you and they will still deny that it was yours. Whereas normal people would perhaps slump their shoulders, apologise and offer to get you another. These people believe they have the right above all others. They believe they've done nothing wrong and they will stand firm that they are not in the wrong. Their image is more important than reality and they will not back down, often using the word salad, false apologies, blame shifting. They will convince others all they can, gaslighting, silent treatment, that their reality is fact and that you are wrong, with or without evidence. They will always be right. As they will never be accountable or accept consequences, some will spend way too much time and on these lies and building up bigger lies and telling more and more people about the lies. But you'll notice the story changes as it carries on. Narcissistic people will spend way too much of their money and way too much of your money. Some will be super tight with their own money. Yeah, they'll more than likely happily spend all yours. Now, everyone can be moody. We all wake up some days with no clue as to what's wrong. Yet narcissistic people are extremely moody, turning hot and cold without any true reason, leaving those around them confused and often believing it was something that they actually did to the narcissist. If someone seems far too good to be true, moving things too fast, it usually is too good to be true. Now, there is good people out there, so you just need to step back and observe what's happened. Authentic people might not like being called out or admit problems. However, if needed, to those close to them, they will. Narcissistic people will project all their faults onto all those around them. They are extremely self-centered and self-entitled. Their needs always come first. People do put their needs first, yet they will often try to fit in and help and support others. Narcissistic people will only do this if they have something to gain. They take control of conversations. It is all me, 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 me. They might be interested in you at the start. As soon as they have had enough information about you, they will no longer listen to you. They can be extremely unreliable. They will often promise things and rarely deliver, often saying that they never even promised it in the first place. Some people do genuinely forget from time to time, but they will apologise. Narcissists will twist all the facts so that they're not accountable and it's your fault. They do not care for the consequences of their actions. They will blame all others if something doesn't go their way, even if you were to blame or partly to blame. They will make it so that you are all to blame. If they're partly to blame, they will not accept any responsibility whatsoever. They want to control all of the events, people and situations. If they don't have control, they will manipulate the situation any way they can until they do, often again leaving you thinking that you was to blame. They will provoke you to get reactions so that you believe it was your fault because you reacted. They will control you financially, sexually, your friendships with others, your education, your work. They control affection. They will threaten or they will guilt trip to control others. In the home, they can be a completely different character to the charming character that they are when you're out and about, the character that you first met. So it can be incredibly hard to tell people who they truly are, as those around them only see the good side. You need to just be careful of who you do speak to, because the narcissist may have smeared you. There is plenty of support groups out there to help. Narcissists pretend to love others and care and have empathy. The closer you watch them, you'll notice that they copy and learn traits, and it's all a mask, which at some point will slip. They are extremely impatient, so watch how they react if food takes a long time in a fast food restaurant. If someone doesn't give them the correct order, if they are kept waiting by others, they believe they are special and deserve special treatment. We can all be impatient when we're in a rush. However, a narcissist will more often than not be impatient. They are very easily annoyed when things don't go their way, and they seem to be unable to take on board other people's opinions, and they're unable to take on board other people's advice. Some do love drama. They like to live on the edge. That's just normal people being daredevils and experiencing unique and different things. That doesn't mean that they are a narcissist. Yet a narcissistic person, in their way of drama, they don't respect things like the law. They don't respect people's boundaries. It's a different sort of living on the edge. They have no true values. They just borrow values off others to pass on as their own to hook people in. They can also switch from super nice to super nasty within seconds. Narcissists believe they are entitled to everything, so they will just take, and they will not give thanks. Yet they want thanking for any little thing that they've done for you, if they've done something for you, even if it was a year ago. It is all about them. So if you find yourself feeling really miserable and really drained, you are most likely around a narcissist. It is on a spectrum, and although most of us will have a trait or two, you do need to have all the traits to be on the narcissistic personality disorder spectrum. So just pay close attention to those around you. Don't just wipe new people off straight away just because they're confident, because there is confident people out there. But be very observant of people's actions and that they match the words. Please do add in the comments any information you think will help others spot a narcissistic person. Thank you very much for listening. Bye.